Hi Gemini, this is Monique with Puissant Ascension, and we're getting ready to look into the energies surrounding your money. But first, let's shine. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading's for you. My readings are timeless, so when you find them is when you are meant to find them. A big shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. And for everyone who is liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, donating, and booking your personal readings, thank you so much for supporting my channel. If you would like to be a member, honey, you can join. There is a link in the description. I also feel or think that there's a join button somewhere around this video. So yeah, support the channel, honey, if you feel the desire to do so. Let's get into it, Gemini. Ancestors, guides, angels. This reading is for my high vibrational Geminis regarding their money and financial opportunities. What messages do you have for Gemini regarding their money and financial opportunities, please? Make it clear, make it delicious, make it good, Spirit. Please and thank you. All right. Ooh. Ah. Okay, now. We have the Queen of Swords giving the energy of Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, who I like to call my slice and dice queen, honey, because the Queen of Swords does not play and she does not delay with the ramifications. If you're asking for it, she will give it to you, okay? And that's my girl. Next up, we have the Eight of Cups, all right, and the Eight of Swords. Where are you going, Gemini? Where are you going? Because someone's like planning a trip, someone's signing a deal and moving expeditiously with ease, honey. This is a smooth transition, Gemini. To bigger, to better, to calmer energies here. And there's clarity because the Queen of Swords represents being clear on your decisions, hence the sword. The Queen of Swords does not mince words, honey. She's straight to the point, and if you don't like it, that's your problem. And that's why I love her. Let's move on. Tell us more, Spirit. This is for Gemini. Regarding their money and financial opportunities, what messages do you have for Gemini, Spirit? Make it clear. Okay, the Five of Pentacles, interesting. What's this? Oh, there's a hider. One's hiding there in the background. The Two of Cups, okay. The King of Cups, representing Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, who I like to call Emotional Daddy. Emo Daddy for short. What's this? Okay, the King of Wands, representing Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The Tower. Okay. And the Eight of Pentacles, interesting. What's this? Really? Okay. There's a lot of masculine energy here, honey, but I'm not seeing much of a bag. So for me, I'm just wondering why you're here. For some of you, this could be colleagues, people that you work with. Some of you are collaborating on a new project, all right? And this takes a few people, perhaps more. For others of you, this could be a romantic entanglement, perhaps. You're single as a Pringle, ready to mingle, honey, and you have your roster okay, where you're dating several people. Now, dating does not mean sex. Let's be very, very clear here. Okay, I'm talking about the old school courting. Okay, because I'm a little old school when it comes to this dating game here. Okay, we don't do casual. So some of you are being courted, or some of you are courting. All right, and I'm here for it, right? I feel like it's always a smart move, especially if you're single as a Pringle ready to mingle, to have a roster, okay, to choose which energy best suits you, and you can move forward with the energy that you're most aligned with, okay? So I'm a firm believer in that, okay? So do your thing and live your best life, honey. With the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Wands, this could be an energy of someone that you recently released. For others of you who have heavy fire placements in your chart, this could be your energy. Perhaps you're feeling left out in the cold because of some sort of denial, is what I'm hearing. Okay. What's at the bottom of the deck? Spirit, I knew it was something good. I knew it. I felt it in my bones. I was like, I'm not going to turn it over quite yet. There's a cheeky little treat waiting for us at the bottom, and here it is. The Ace of Pentacles. All right, so I love this. I feel like for a lot of you, money and money-making opportunities are looking good for you right now. Some of you could be in talks with people who are wanting to collaborate with you, which is what we see here. Wanting to bring in big, bountiful offers here, Gemini. This looks good. Overall, it looks abundant, whether this is romantic or business. Find out where you fit, honey. But at the end of the day, do what's best for you, okay? What's underneath the Ace of Pentacles? The Four of Swords, okay. I like the Four of Swords because for me, it's my rest and receive card. So some of you have planted the seeds that you've needed to plant, and now they're beginning to sprout, grow, and flourish. And you're just resting and waiting to receive notification of these sprouting endeavors. Okay, beautiful. And then we have the beautiful Hierophant, honey. This is a man with a plan. It's giving that Emperor energy as well. Taurus energy. So some of you could be held in high regard, be put in a position of high power, high status, or dealing with someone like that. We love it. We love a man with a plan. We love a woman with a plan as well, honey. Don't get it twisted. All right, and then we have the Seven of Wands, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the Two of Wands. Yes, some of you are definitely looking to move forward towards bigger and better, and these opportunities are surfacing for you, okay? I love this energy. It's very much proactive energy. It's very much moving and shaking, and I love that for you, especially when it comes to business. Also, when it comes to dating as well, right? Some of you have really good prospects, all right? I say take your time getting to know people. Sex should not be on the table, all right, because sex will be there. All right, so that should not be the entire entree. Sex should be the dessert to your 5-course meal. Okay, let's be very, very clear. A lot of people get it twisted. They start doing the sex thing first, and then they get caught up. And you don't even know the person, and then you're tricked and bamboozled. Get to know the person first. If you are compatible, all right, then, you know, take it to the next level, which could be a committed monogamous relationship. You can choose to have sex in that or not. Some people who are old school and traditional with a little twist like to wait until marriage, which for me, I feel like that's a good way to go as well, because that takes discipline. You want to make sure that the person you are dealing with has discipline, right? So there's a reason why these things were put in place in the past. A lot of these customs are dismantled now, especially in the Western world, unfortunately, and it's so sad, because now people feel entitled to the dessert after the first date. And to me, that is fucking ridiculous. Who does that? No. Now, if you want to give up the dessert, go for it, honey. Do your thing. But do not feel sad and don't cry me a river when things get caught up. When you don't know the person. When you realize this person only wanted a slice of your dessert and then they deuced out and said goodbye, see you never. Okay? These things are put in place for a specific reason. It's mainly for the protection of the divine feminine, because the divine feminine can get pregnant, right? She has to go through 9 months of growing something inside of her. This is what sex does. People don't look at it that deep because, yes, now we have contraception and all these other things, but I've never been the type to do contraception because that does not benefit me. Your hormones get fucked. Periods sometimes go off. I like having my period. I like bleeding every month like clockwork. I love that. That tells me my body's doing what exactly she's supposed to do. And I love that, right? So certain customs are put in place for a reason. And it's time to get back to why things were done the way they were done. Because it benefits the divine feminine. Okay, for the most part. I'm off my soapbox. Let's clarify, Spirit. Let's clarify. I am definitely old school with the modern twist, honey. Don't get it twisted. Because I understand why things, for me, I'm logical, right? It has to make sense. And for me, sex before marriage doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. It never has and it never will. If it works for you, go for it, honey. Fuck your wife away. Fuck into the sunset. Do your thing. But for a lot of people, especially divine feminine, it doesn't work for the divine feminine. And actually, in the long run, it doesn't really work for men either. Right? Because they're not putting in that work that they need to put in to show and prove that they are capable of caring, protecting, and providing for a family, an offspring if one were to come out of the situation. Okay, I'm off my soapbox again. Spirit, clarify the 5 of Pentacles. What is going on, Spirit? Emphasis? I love emphasis. With the 5 of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the 5 of Pentacles again clarifying, this is wild to me. There is someone that you could have dealt with romantically once upon a time. This person could be a fire sign or have fire prominently placed in your chart. This person could have been a part of your dating roster, or this person could have been someone that you've actually dated. Or you were in like a romantic relationship with, but you left this person behind. And I feel it's because for some of you, you've elevated your standards. Okay. Perhaps you were giving this person the milk and they didn't have to buy the cow, and this person got lazy and entitled, and you weren't getting what you wanted out of the deal, which was security. Right? A husband for the divine feminine, someone who would, worship and cherish you as the goddess you are, protect and provide for you and your offspring. You weren't getting that, but he was getting his end of the deal, which was the milk. And you realized that, you took a step back and you elevated your mindset. You said, you know what? This is not benefiting me. What am I doing? I'm an earth-walking goddess. I bring life. I give life. This world would not be here without my womb, right? You might not be thinking this deep, but this is how deep I think, okay? So perhaps you came to this conclusion and you said, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. And now this person is feeling a little jaded, a little sad, a little left out in the cold because they're no longer getting the freebie. They're no longer getting the dessert. Because they weren't offering anything. They were just taking your dessert and you were getting nothing. Okay? That's not how this is supposed to work. So you snatched away the dessert. I'm using metaphors. We're all adults here, so you can read between the lines, right? You guys are clever. You're Geminis. You get this. You have Gemini in your chart. You get it. You snatched away your dessert, honey. And now this person feels sad because they no longer have access to your dessert. Good for you. Well done, honey. Well done. Okay, you're waking up. You understand. Tell us more, Spirit. Okay, Knight of Cups. This person could be trying to come back around with an offer. What is this offer? Okay, the Eight of Wands. This person could be coming in quite swiftly with an offer here. Okay, now I have two different storylines for you. Why is this still here? This is hilarious. Mind you, it's here as well. I have two different storylines for you, Gemini. Okay. This person that you left in the past could finally be trying to come back to offer something solid because they realize that you were the best thing that they ever had in general, not just your dessert, but your entire embodiment. However, since you're the Empress, you may have outgrown this person. Too little, too late is what I'm hearing. So it may be too little, too late for this person to come back around and offer you stability because you've already elevated as the Empress. You're no longer a page. You're no longer insecure. You're no longer settling for the bare minimum. You're no longer giving up the dessert before the 5-course meal. Okay? Exactly. And good for you. Perhaps this person will then learn and understand how to navigate the realm of this world. That as the divine masculine, you are here to give and to do. The divine feminine's role, this is just me being traditional. You can disagree in the comment sections. As a matter of fact, don't disagree because these are biology, okay? Do with that information what you will. As the divine feminine, you are here to receive and to be. Because just by you being, you create life. Just by you receiving what the divine masculine is giving, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, you are already doing your job. You're creating life. The world would not be here without your seed, divine feminine. And by seed, I mean the egg that is fertilized by the divine masculine. A lot of the masculines like to say, oh, I have the seed. Sir, you do not. No disrespect. You are needed and we love you. However, you have the fertilizer. The divine feminine has the seed to grow and incubate said child. The power is in her womb. At any time, if she wants to eliminate it, she could. She has the power, right? Are you needed? Abso-fucking-lutely. We love men. Men are divinely needed. We need you when you are doing your job. When you stray from your job, honey, that's when you become obsolete. You're welcome. Spirit, anything else? 2 of Cups and the Tower. Sorry, guys, I have a lot of energy today because I just finished a really good smoothie. And it has me super charged. So, hello. Spirit, 2 of Cups and the Tower. I love men. I want to be clear because some of you may have your feelings hurt. Don't let your feelings be hurt. You are needed. We need you and we love you when you are doing your job. When you are doing what you're here to do. What is that, you ask? To give, right? And to do, meaning build. You have the strength, you have the mass, right? You are here to give and you are here to do as the divine masculine. The divine feminine is here to receive and to just exist. That's it. It's that simple. Okay? Yes, we're in a time now, 2025, where women are doing everything, which I'm exhausted even thinking about it. I'll be damned. I'm not going to do everything. That's not what I'm here to do. As long as I'm bleeding regularly, okay, out of my hoo-ha, I'm not doing anything but what I want to do. Okay? That's me. That doesn't have to be you, but that's me, okay? Anyway, enough about me. Two of Cups, Tower. Whoa. Are you kidding me, Spirit? What's coming in for Gemini? Ooh, when you least expect it with the Seven of Swords. Spirit. What is this delicious, delectable treat coming in for Gemini? Tell us now. Thank you. What? Spirit. If you guys watched the collective reading yesterday, you'll see what I said about the Five of Wands and that specific depiction in the deck that I was using. So check that out if you haven't seen it. But this one right here is definitely giving catfight, honey. This is not giving teamwork makes the dream work at all. I feel like with this beautiful manifestation coming in for you, Gemini, people could be feeling a bit huffy. People could be feeling a little catfighty because they want what you have. For some of you, this can be a romantic union. I'm getting like Empress, Emperor type romance where you're building together. You both know your role. He knows that he's here to give and to do. And the Divine Feminine knows that she's here to receive and to just exist. Because by her existing and doing the things that come naturally to her, she will create life. When she feels safe, when she feels secure, when she feels protected, she will naturally want to procreate and give life. It's just in our DNA. It's our biology. When things get hard and when things get struggly and when things get strained and when men forget their role, women don't want to create children. We don't want to. We don't feel safe, right? But once a woman feels safe, she's able to relax, she's able to trust her divine counterpart, knowing that he knows what he's here to do, then she can open up her flower and give life and keep the world going. It's very, very simple. It's not hard. It's science, it's biology, it's very simple. When the Divine Feminine who understands her role is in comfort, she has a place where she can nest, she will give her best. If things are hard and rugged and rough, she's not gonna wanna create in that environment. She doesn't feel safe to do that. There's no safety there for her. I'm off my soapbox now, for now. I might return to it, okay? But for now, we're done. Anyway. Five of Wands, yeah, I feel like some of you are coming into a time of, number one, your manifestations materializing into the 3D, all right? Others of you are connecting with people that are meant for you, okay? The 10 of Cups wanted to say hello. Yeah, a lot of you have and are moving into a time of abundance. An abundance of meeting the right people, like-minded people. An abundance of financial resources so that it promotes safety. Give us one more, Spirit, for the Two of Cups and the Tower. Okay. Yeah, and this is leading to victory. This is leading to success, Gemini. Wowzers, this is beautiful. I love this. So I feel like this catfight energy is outside of you. People who are jealous because you understand your place in this realm. You understand the role you want to play or you need to play. And you're playing it accordingly. What's this? Okay, endings, beginnings, transformation, destruction. This is a very transformative time for you, Gemini, right? Find out which part of the spectrum you're on. Everybody's at different timelines, but the energy is the same. Place it where you need to place it, release the rest. Okay? Exactly. King of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles, please, for Gemini. King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Yes. The beautiful and delectable Empress. Libra, Taurus energy. Gemini, I feel like a lot of you are in this beautiful Empress energy. If you're a man, but you embody the divine feminine, this could be you. Right? If you're a woman who embodies the divine feminine, this is you as well. Obviously. Right? The Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more about the King of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. The Six of Swords again, we saw that earlier. The Chariot, oh my gosh. And then there's the King of Wands again, lurking. This is what I'm feeling. Going back to the storyline for those of you who are single as a Pringle ready to mingle, specifically my divine feminine energy. Perhaps you do have a roster. You're figuring out where your emperor is. And it's not that you're looking for your emperor. You've elevated your energy to attract your emperor to you. And when you elevate your energy to attract, you're going to attract everything. You're going to attract the riffraff straight rats that are trying to shoot their shot, honey, because you're glowing and they want to try. You're going to attract the average guys that don't feel good enough, but they see you and they want to try. You're going to attract the wealthy multimillionaire tycoon men who see you as their trophy wife. You're going to attract it all. Okay? You're going to attract it all. However, as the divine feminine, it is up to you to do your due diligence to vet said energies to know what works for you, what does not work for you. Just because you're attracting all of this doesn't mean they're all for you. They're all trying to shoot their shot, as they should. That takes courage. Okay? Especially if you're an average Joe trying to come and approach an Empress, honey. You know that she's out of your league, but you're still going to try. As an Empress, you need to understand what your love list is and what feels right to you so that when your Emperor finally comes around, you recognize him. Because he will recognize you. Okay? Just like everyone's recognizing you. That's the name of the game. So as I've said before, as this Empress energy, you will attract everything. That doesn't mean that everything is for you. So do not settle for the bare minimum. Do not get flattered by the riffraff street rats shooting their shot because they need a hot and a cot, honey. You're welcome. Anything else, Spirit? Give us one more. Because I feel like some of you, especially for my divine feminine, you are in the dating scene. You're attracting all kinds of energies to you, and none of them are really on your level. Because as you can see here, these are all kings. You're an Empress, honey. You'll run circles around these kings. And I'm sure they're nice, and I'm sure they're grand. However, the Empress is for the Emperor in that order. And that's it. I don't make the rules. We just play the game. What's this? Spirit, you better talk to Gemini. You better talk to Gemini kindly. And because you know of this as the divine feminine, you are moving along peacefully, gracefully, and effortlessly toward bigger and better. Now, for those of you who are working and collaborating with different types of people, these collaborations will be fruitful. Because you're going from the Eight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Do not mix business and pleasure. At the end of the day, you're still this Empress. Okay? Don't do it. Just because you're compatible with the people that you work with doesn't mean they're for you. Let's be clear. King of Swords. Who is this King of Swords, Spirit? Who is this King of Swords for Gemini regarding their monies? Okay, beautiful. Aries energy, a new beginning. So this King of Swords could be coming with a new opportunity. Two of Swords. Trust your intuition on this new opportunity that's coming in towards you. Okay, for business. Trust your intuition. It looks like a really good opportunity nonetheless. Again, going from 8 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. If this is love and romance, be very, very mindful of this King of Swords person. This person could have rose-colored glasses on. This person could be idolizing you. Perhaps you're very successful in your industry. You're working with people who may not be as successful. And this person, you know, develops a crush or something on you. Do not mix business and pleasure. I do not recommend it. Okay? I was going to say something slick. Maybe I should still say it. The only way I recommend mixing business and pleasure is if you're dating the multimillionaire tycoon owner of the business, because he's not going to be threatened by an Empress, usually, if he's, you know, mentally sound. Just because you're a millionaire doesn't mean you're mentally sound either. That's a whole other story and situation. But if this multimillionaire tycoon business owner is mentally sound, sane, and grounded, then that's the only way I would say, okay, you can date your boss. If he's sound and he's not an emotional zaddy, date your boss, girl. Get it. But again, take your time. Don't give up the dessert before the 5 courses. Okay? The dessert's the 6th course for a reason. Or the 7th course, I should say. Before the 6 courses. It's the 7th course for a reason, honey. Do with that information what you will. Exactly. Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Oh, I can already see the comment section now. I'm gonna have to block some people, and I'm fine with that. Blocking makes me happy. But for those of you who get it, you get it. Like, don't, you know, don't come for me. I'm just being honest, I'm just being real, and for those of you who've been watching me for a while, you know the deal. You're welcome. Anything else for Gemini regarding their money? Oh, okay, cards, do what you will. Anything else for Gemini regarding their money and financial opportunities? All right, Gemini, and for those of you, you know that I am going to be going live. Well, it depends. No one has been securing their question yet for me to go live on the 27th, which is Thursday of next week. And you guys know me, I don't like wasting my time. So if nobody secures a question with the link in the description, then I won't go live because I'm not just going to be there. So if you want your question answered with tarot, live on air on the 27th, honey, secure your question today. The sooner the better, because if it comes Wednesday and nobody secured their spot, I'm not going live on Thursday. I'm just not going to do it. I have other things to do. If that's not already set in stone. Get me? Good. If you want a personal reading, if this reading does resonate and you want a love reading perhaps, if you're single as a Pringle ready to mingle, honey, and you want a love reading, book your love reading. Links in the description. You can book a general. You can also book a money reading because that's mainly what I focus on here on YouTube, but I do an array of readings on my website. So that link's in the description as well if you are feeling called to a personal reading. Other than that, honey, the reading looks delicious, it looks delectable, and it looks juicy, honey. What I'm getting from this reading for a lot of you is that there are opportunities coming in that are going to line your pockets. There is somebody from the past that took advantage of your kindness, and now they're hating themselves for it. That's on them, that's not on you. Some of you who are single as a Pringle ready to mingle, dating, there are a lot of people who are interested in you, but I don't see an emperor yet. So for me, it's cute and kind to crush, honey, but the empress needs an emperor in that order. Spirit, anything else? Oh, let me go ahead and do one more shuffle. Anything else for Gemini regarding their money and financial opportunities? Please and thank you. Pendulum, fluctuating income, indecision, new strategy, seasonal work, job change, making choices. Yeah, the pendulum for me is always like giving me the wheel of fortune. It just does. I feel like things are swinging in your favor, moving right side up in your favor for once and for all. So prepare yourself. And remember, don't settle for less. Don't settle for the bare minimum. I know for the masculines who are watching, my apologies for focusing heavily on the divine feminine, especially if you're a heterosexual masculine. My apologies, honey, but I'm a woman, right? I'm a heterosexual woman, and I can only go off of the energies that are swirling, and those are the energies that are swirling, honey. So get in where you fit in, okay? I mean, if you want more of a masculine kind of read, find a masculine reader, but tarot reading is kind of a feminine thing naturally anyway, right? Which is beautiful. Most things are actually feminine when it comes to creativity, let's be honest. But yeah, if you want more of like a masculine kind of perspective, find a masculine reader is all I can tell you. I'm a divine feminine, honey. I bask in my femininity. I also have masculine as well, and I balance the two, but I'm just a girl. You're welcome. Oh, too many cards. Cup, overflowing prosperity, full or empty account, nurturer, taking care of business, fulfilled. And that is the cup, honey. Yes, you better pour in all that abundance spirit for Gemini. You better. Anything else for Gemini? Anything else you want to tell them regarding their money and financial opportunities? And this video is a bit longer than usual, guys. We're going into like almost 40 minutes. Oh my gosh. I did start a bit earlier today too, so maybe that helps. So if you're still here, just, you know, let me know in the comment section. If you're still here, let me know. Happiness, joy, satisfaction, glee, pleasure, high vibe. I know that's right. Oh, look at the bottom of the deck. Wealthy woman of leisure. Yoink. Are you saying jackpot? Yoink. And we have rags to riches. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. You want it to be seen? Here you are. Rags to riches, 50 million, 1 million, abundance millionaire. Wow. Some of you, look, jackpot has been flowing around here for some of you. Some of you could be winning a literal jackpot. And this is lining your pockets and making life a lot easier for you. So, well done. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? And that's the thing. I don't feel like the divine feminine gets appreciated enough, right? They say we live in a man's world, but it's like men would not be here without the divine feminine's womb, number one. You know, and of course you work together to make it. So I feel like the divine feminine's just not represented enough. And it's like when we are represented, like our reputation is tarnished. And it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean? Like some places, women can't really be who they are because men are either threatened by it or they're enticed by it. Like the divine masculine is supposed to be enticed by the divine feminine, but it's important for him to do the work to not let his enticement take over. Like use your logic. Men are supposed to be so logical, but it's like it's not really shown in history. They're very, very, very emotional, which is a beautiful thing, but don't make that the divine feminine's problem. It's not our problem. Let us be who we are. Okay? So, you know, I feel like it's time for the divine feminine to really be able to be who she is and not have to act like a man or be a man or measure up as a man. She's not a man. She's a woman. She has a womb. She gives birth. She bleeds every month. Like she has an array of different energies and she should be able to express that in the world. We shouldn't have to be covered up in freaking suits and ties. We're not men. We should be able to wear our pretty dresses and have our cleavage out and not be sexualized. That's another soapbox moment. You're welcome. Shit, because trust and believe my cleavage be out. And you better not say nothing. This is why I don't really show myself either, because I'm very beautiful and I already know the pervs will be perving and I'm just like not trying to be bothered. Like, leave me alone. So there's that. Home. Your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. And that's that too. You can't even be yourself online fully without pervs being pervs. It's like, can women just live and just be and indulge and bask in her feminine energy without being perved every 5 seconds? Not saying all men are perved, but the ones that are usually not perved are the ones that have really good self-control, which doesn't seem to be the majority. As I snatch the card. Infinite supply. You're supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. Right? Let me know in the comment section if you concur. And look, I do what I want, so I don't care. And if I need to check somebody, then I will. And this is like out in the wild. But online, it's just a lot of people online with a lot of opinions, and I just don't feel like blocking everyone. So I keep it cute, I keep it discreet, and I like it that way because I'm just, people get a bit more bold online because you can't see their picture, but they can see you. I don't think that's fair either. You can see me, well, you can't really see my face, but you know, if I were to be on here full throttle, you could see me, but I can't fucking see you. Who are you? Right? That's another thing. And plus, I'm not trying to be an influencer either. Like, influencers have to be seen. I'm just here sharing my gift and being help to the world and adding my little 2 cents of my knowledge. But, you know, imagine. Right? So that was a whole segue. We have romance at the bottom of the deck. I actually do have other, because I do other things. Like, I have other businesses where I am actually seen. And it's not bad, but I just know that certain situations attract certain things, so I'm very mindful of that. I feel like with infinite supply, like, again, you're supplied for your todays and all of your tomorrows is what this card says. I don't even know if I read it. I was too busy on my freaking rant. But yeah, you're supplied for today and all of your tomorrows, and then home, your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So I feel like some of you are really going to be upgrading your living situation. We did see the 6 of Wands, or the 6 of Swords, excuse me. So some of you could be upgrading your home. And like I said with romance, if you are dating, single as a Pringle, ready to mingle, I feel like it is good for the divine feminine to have a roster. I feel like rosters are good for men too if they have self-control. But a lot of times the problem with men and rosters is they start trying to treat the women on their rosters like a harem. Women don't really do that. When we roster date, we don't treat the men like the harem. We're actually looking to pick the most viable man to procreate with when we're roster dating for women. So I don't usually recommend roster dating for men unless they have really, really good self-control. They're going in there for the real deal and not there to just have 10 women to fuck. You know what I mean? So it's a little different for women. It's a little different for men. Women usually roster date to narrow down the best man for the job, the man she feels most safe with, to procreate with, etc. And usually when men do roster dating, they just want a harem of women. So I don't really recommend roster dating for men because then it's like, what, polygamy? And who has time for that? I mean, if it works for you, go for it, honey, but I'm not the one for that. It's not for me. Unless, you know, unless I can have a harem of men. Like, if men can have a harem of women, then maybe I should have a harem of men. Like, let's balance this out here. Right? Women have desires too, and not all men can fulfill all desires. You might have a man for this that can repair some shit, a man for this who's romantic, a man for that who's wealthy, a man for that who's adventurous. Like, come on, we can all do it. Usually when a man has a harem of women, he just wants to pound them all. That's it. And maybe you have one that cooks and cleans. This is a long one, whatever. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Some of you could be getting engaged. Congratulations. What's this? Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, now. All right, that's for someone. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Wow, a lot of love energy came up here. So for those of you who resonate with this reading, you want a love reading by me, honey, book your reading. Book your love and relationship reading. The link's in the description. Enough. Imagine. And family. If you're still here, hashtag Pentacles. If you're still here, hashtag Pentacles. All right, Gemini, I'll see you soon. Bye.